Yo, one time for the one time. Whoo! It's Tuesday morning, pimping. We all up in this joint. You know what it is when I slide, though. Wait. When I slide, though, I gotta hit you with a good morning. What, I'm doing too much for you this morning? I'm really trying to buy you some time while you still got your head down over there trying
I'm
to get
just
things
waiting for
like
you
they
to finish,
said up.
and then
No,
once you finish, then I
no.
can pick my
That's
head
right,
up.
because I can go all day long with no breath. Ah, the milkman is in the building, yo.
Good morning. I'm just Bri.
Yo, we in this piece. What's good with you, pimpin'? Hey, yo, Bri.
What's up?
How you feeling?
I am feeling strangely awake, well rested.
Come on now.
Sometimes going to bed at 9 o'clock is just what your body needs.
That's what you need. When you yawn, it's a sign that you either need to breathe more or take your ass to sleep. Didn't we just talk about this? So sometimes take your ass to sleep. We didn't just talk about this? Yeah, so that's amazing. You woke up well refreshed.
Sorry, I just got a message from my kid's school. I was like, what they messaging us about this early? They just got there.
But why? How I come over here with like no water or nothing?
I don't know.
I got a little something going on, world. I got a little something going on.
I just want to say,
I
got some new. I don't want to shout the brand out yet until I
You don't see what it do.
Really see what it do. But
them curls, you really liking them curls right now?
Yeah. First impression is my curls is doing what they supposed to do. They not shrinking a whole lot either.
Yo, good morning. Brother Dalton in the building. Like, whoa.
Good morning.
I'm really gonna have to go get some water or something. I don't know. Yo, Jeffy
good morning.
The building. There's been a Jeffy sighting. Yo, Jeffy, I hope you are having an amazing start to your day. You know what we do. We make great days out here. You know what it is. Intentionality is everything. Being great is a choice. Y'all are locked in. It's Wake Up with Milk and Bri. Probably should get the banner on the screen so you know what's popping around here. You recognize the faces. We in the building. It's how you start your day the right way, the only way, with Milk and Bri. It's Trending Tuesdays, and we're talking about the GOAT. Yes, we are. We've got to start the show by talking about the GOAT. When I said the GOAT, you automatically said to me, what, Bri? What did you say, Bri? When I said the GOAT is returning to the NBA, what did you say to me, Bri?
I said as a coach.
Yeah, you already as a coach. No, you said more than that. So I ain't gonna out you like that. Yeah, I don't even want you to publicly disrespect the GOAT like that.
No, I said as the coach, as an owner, he better not be coming back as a player. He better not step on the court and ruin his legacy. Like, no, a coach, an owner, I'm all for that.
I'm disappointed, Bri. I'm disappointed that you thought that the GOAT was going to come back to the NBA to play basketball. Okay.
Well, I know he's not.
He's not going
to. My man's in his 60s.
Don't do him.
My man's is in his 60s.
Don't be out here doing him, okay? Don't you do that. Okay? Don't you do that. Now, the GOAT is coming back to join the NBC team as basketball is returning to NBC in 2026. And let me tell you, I have been conflicted about this all night because I love TNT. And for NBC to get basketball back, they had to outbid TNT. And if you're not familiar with TNT basketball, that's Shaq, that's Ernie, that's Kenny, and that's Charles Barkley. I mean, that is basketball. I love watching them. I mean, it's amazing. It's entertaining. it's everything you want in sports entertainment. Okay, and that's what they bring to basketball is the entertainment, the sports and the entertainment. Now, I was happy because we're gonna get the TNT crew. We're gonna get inside the NBA, moving to ESPN, maybe under another name, but they've all signed ESPN contracts. They're taking the show to ESPN because ESPN will also still have basketball. We know other places still have it. NBA TV, Prime, different places have different contracts for the NBA, but Turner, TNT has lost theirs. Peacock has got it. But to compete, NBC said, you know what? We're going to get the GOAT. We got to go get the GOAT.
All I'm hearing is I can cancel my cable now. I don't need the extra channels. I can reduce it down to the Just News channels package because I literally carry cable for sports. I have all of that. I have Peacock. Mm-hmm. I have Disney Plus. I have the Hulu, ESPN, Disney package. I have Max. I have Paramount. I have all of the things, but I still carry cable for most of the sports.
See, now, I mean,
I don't have like YouTube TV is the one I don't have. And
that's the one
certain ones that you have to have.
Yeah. I've reduced down to
watch sports live.
I've got Prime and YouTube TV now. I got rid of Paramount. I got rid of Netflix.
I have Paramount. The only one I don't have is Netflix. I don't really watch Netflix. My Layla uses my sister's because my sister don't really watch Netflix. She keep it on for Layla and Deja, I think. Yo, she don't really watch.
Here's the question. I tell you that the GOAT is coming back. Are you watching NBC? Are you watching basketball on NBC? Because the GOAT is gonna be a special contributor.
Yeah, I mean, I watched it on TNT, so I can watch it on NBC. No, but does cheaper.
Michael? But does the fact that Michael Jordan is going to be there
for
make
sure
you want to watch it more? Is what I'm saying.
It does, and I hope it doesn't come to a point because I love Shaq, but I have to say, Charles Barkley be getting on my nerves sometimes.
I really like Michael Jordan. My name's Shaquille O'Neal. I really like Michael Jordan.
But I love Shaq, like, as a person. You know what I mean? Like, and I really, sometimes Charles Barkley be saying stuff that I'd be like, baby, shut up. Like, stop saying that.
I'm pretty sure.
So I hope that,
yeah.
I hope that he don't say nothing that make me dislike him as a person.
Well, and I'm kind of wondering, like, are we going to get like a journalist Michael Jordan? Or are we going to get somebody who's talking shit about folks Michael Jordan? I'm wondering.
Yeah.
I just feel like I watched something on YouTube about a guy who went to federal prison for something like that. I don't even know how that works. I'm pretty sure that's not proper. Don't take advice from him. He calls people old prematurely. So he calls people old prematurely. So don't listen to him too much. I'm excited though. I mean, the GOAT is back. And the fact that everybody is acknowledging that the GOAT is back is everything. He's gonna overshadow everybody.
I can't wait to hear him do some kind of about LeBron.
Oh my.
And all the GOAT talk that surrounds him.
Oh, I could see a one-on-one interview coming. You remember like an old Ahmad Rashad interview with MJ? Maybe a MJ and LeBron interview or something.
Yeah,
you know?
like a GOAT to GOAT.
Yeah, that would be dope. GOAT to GOAT.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna love it. The stories are gonna be great. I hope he talks a little more shit than he tries to be analytical. Let me tell you that much. I really hope that's the case.
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
But I hope it'll be he got back in my day we would have, a lot of the,
Oh, it's gonna be some old head talk. It's gonna be some old head talk. And I was I
hope it's good.
I was just watching I was just watching a reel though, where they was breaking down the ages, and I think he's outside of the unk category now. I think he's into the elder stage. So I mean, they're gonna have to respect their elders now.
He in his 60s, right? Yeah, he
out the unk stage. He into the elder stage. You got to respect your elders now. Speaking of elders,
stops at like 59.
yeah, something like that. Well, it might even be like 47. I don't even know.
No,
that's too young.
There's some unks out there still. Yeah, you can put. It don't surprise me. You and Chris kind of got the same mindset because you be really killing people off young. Like you be like, they about to die. They 68, and I be like 68, like
shit.
And maybe it's because I work. Maybe it's because in my job I work, with people who are in long-term care facilities. So I've been seeing people who are 102, 93. We have a lot of 80 and 90-year-old customers that are in long-term care facilities. People are living these days, and you be I'm out of here as they stick. And I'd be like, they can have a good 30 years left.
You know where you don't see them? At home, okay? That's where you don't see them, is at home.
That's not true. Right. I had a 93-year-old person discharge from the facility and go back home last week.
Hallelujah. Come on now. Won't God do it?
Man.
Won't God do it?
That's why I was like, look at you discharging.
Go on and get me up out of here.
I'm not going to lie that I did go
nephew, come and get me. I did go into
the system and look for the death date, but there wasn't one, and it said they discharged back to the community, and I was surprised. But that's why it stick out in my mind because I was surprised. But they went home.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yo, what do you think is the average age span of folks these days? I mean, I'm gonna have to Google.
I guess,
I'm gonna Google. I want you to guess though. I don't want you to be waiting for the answer. I would say seeing all these 100-year-old folks.
I would say 75. Speaking of which,
what is the average lifespan of an American?
To Stevie Wonder, who turned 75 today.
Let's go, Elder Stevie in the building. Elder Stevie in the building.
He still haven't popping out kids just a few years ago, so I don't know.
77 and a half years old. So Stevie got about 2.5 left. Stevie.
Oh my gosh. He's still touring. I think he's okay. I think he got a couple years left.
Mike was trying to go on tour too. Now, come on. You never know when it's your time. It's your time.
Not the same because he was taking a lot of drugs. Like a lot of drugs.
Oh my. This is true. This is true. Shout out Stevie Wonder, man. He need to let that little piece of hair go though.
Ooh,
he's looking like a Barbie doll with just that one little piece up in the middle.
On whether or not Stevie is really blind or not, and I'd be like, he gotta be because
he gotta be. He would not choose
would
that.
Not let his hairline go back that far. And even though I'm sure he can feel it, it don't look the way it feels in his mind. I'm sure. Exactly. Because if he could see that and how crazy it looked, he would definitely just let it go. Just be bald, Stevie.
They just start putting scrunchies around it and shit. People like, what in the hell, Stevie?
Just let it go, Stevie.
Shit, Stevie.
Just let it go. But I don't think he can see it. I don't think he can.
He can't, but he be driving, but he can't see that. He be driving, but he can't see that.
I still don't think he was driving.
You don't think he was driving?
No. I need to see video evidence of that.
What if I'm like getting sick live on the show or something like that?
What if? That would be crazy.
This is some insane business happening right now. Yo, good morning to you. If y'all have not liked and shared this thing up, we would greatly appreciate it if you took a moment to do that. If you tagged a friend, we would be that much more appreciative. It is Trending Tuesdays. We just got done talking about the GOAT is returning to the NBA. Special contributor to NBC as the basketball will be returning to NBC. I will say before we get up off of this, because I want to talk about the Pope and his new sandwich, because Chicago had to bless him in right, of course. You know they did. They did. Yes. I grew up on the NBA on NBC, and so I'm excited to hear the song. Ba 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 ba
What
ba
if they
ba
changed it?
ba 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 ba. They're not. They said they're
Oh,
bringing it back.
they said they're bringing it back.
Yeah, it's the NBA on NBC. It's Bob Costas and Ahmad Rashad. That is my childhood. NBA Jams, NBA Inside Stuff. Y'all remember that back in the day, yo? Whoo! It's coming back. And the GOAT's gonna be there with us, y'all. I'm so
It's like
excited.
the 90s all over again.
We're back, baby. We're back. We're back.
It makes sense because it truly was the best era. Like,
yo,
bring everything back from the 90s and the world would be a better place.
Hey, somebody said, put him in, coach. Put him in, coach. We're back. Call up all your friends. Tell them we're back, baby. Ow. Okay, you want to talk about the Pope?
Sure.
What's your favorite like fast food spot?
That would be, which I don't know if we consider it fast food because
it is. It has a
made to order.
drive-through. No, I don't
Yeah,
care.
but the people are outside in the
McDonald's
drive-through taking your order.
McDonald's is made to order
Because you
Chick-fil-A,
don't just go.
Chick-fil-A is made to order, and they do that, and they only started that because of the pandemic.
Who?
Portillo's.
No. Portillo's has always done that.
Oh, well, the one here for sure didn't do it until the pandemic.
Oh, ours has always done that. They didn't
need to.
Now, what I will say that they do now differently is they only carry the machines and you have to pay by card. They used to have little cash things, and then they used to have them change belts. They had the quarters and the, to give you your change.
I mean, we have a really nice big one. So, like, our drive-through was never that long. The drive-through never backed up until the pandemic. Because we have like a lot of people want to go inside. It's huge. Like
Portillo's nice. Always backed up.
It's really nice.
It don't even matter which location you go to. The line is always.
We ain't got but one.
Yeah. Don't matter what location you go to. The line always in the drive-through. But they used to have them little change belts, and I used to love that. But
like some old steak and shake, some old roller skate drive
and whatnot. So
I'm not robbed.
So.
Come up off their quarters.
Cash
Come up off your quarters. What?
I mean, the change belt got some money on it, but they're also carrying bills.
Oh, this is true. This is true.
They no longer, it's card only. But they've always done the in the parking lot thing, taking the orders.
Okay. Well, they've decided to go on and bless your Popeness.
Yes.
Your Popeness, Mr. Leo the 14th, your Popeness with a Italian beef sandwich. Of course, you want to know, you're going to ask, what is the recipe? Of course, and I wouldn't deprive you of knowing that because I'm not that kind of guy. In the name of the gravy, the bun, and the hot gizzard. I don't know how, that's kind of New York sounded. I don't know how to do Chicago.
No, it's
Chicago.
Giard is beginning of the word giardinera. Giardinera. It's the mix of the peppers.
Oh, hot jarred. I don't know how to do a Chicago accent. We introduce the Leo, a divinely seasoned Italian beef baptized with gravy and finished with the holy trinity of peppers. Sweet, hot, or a combo. What? Portillo said in a news. Well, sweet and hot. Yeah. Well, it doesn't say and. It just says comma. Sweet, hot, or a
combo. Which is the combo is sweet and hot.
I'm slow. Don't judge me. I'm not from Chicago. I can't keep up with your pepper talk.
With our peppers and the way we season our sandwiches.
I can't keep up with your pepper talk. I don't.
The peppers are very.
Are you? I mean, I don't really feel like you eat that.
I don't. I'm gonna be honest. When I get Portillo's, I get a burger. I love their burgers and their fries, and of course, what's the truly holy thing at Portillo's, the chocolate cake.
Or what if they put that chocolate cake in a shake?
They do.
I know they do.
But Layla, I'm sure will be she was talking the other day about how she couldn't wait to get home because she needed some Portillo's, and she wanted a sandwich dipped extra wet. Like,
no, I don't like soggy sandwiches.
Yeah,
I've never liked a soggy sandwich. That's a bad texture. You shouldn't want that. I don't understand why people do that. This is why I don't get Italian beefs. Like this is why I don't get Italian beefs because I disrespect it.
Extra wet.
I disrespect it to the point that I turn Italian beefs into Philly cheesesteaks.
Yeah, it sounds like what you're going for because
that's what I do. Like if that's what's presented, now go on and put them peppers on there. Give me some onions. Put some of that mozzarella cheese on there.
Yeah,
and let me get a little mayo, some salt and pepper.
Yeah. In which case it should be a little drier, but a beef needs to be wet. Like you need the gravy.
I mean, that's because that bread that they be trying to hit you with that hard ass French bread or whatever that is. I don't. Hey, you be talking about.
Well, you get it wet, then you're good.
No, just go on and slap some butter on it and toast it and get it warm, and it'll be good and soft and crispy. Soft and
that's
crispy.
Not the way a beef. You ain't supposed to have beef on it.
Bad,
toasted, but like, what are you doing?
Man, this is what
you are disrespecting the Italian beef. Like this, what are you doing?
Hey, come on, Chicago. Rock with me on this.
You need to go to Philly for that.
Hey, it's that city of brotherly love. I feel that spirit. I feel that spirit within me. See, that's why I've always got down with the old Philly joints. Yay. That's why I love the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Jesus. Do we have time to talk about
the South African refugees?
The D. Yo, no, I just watched this and I was
me and my sister were talking about it yesterday, and we just decided we just gonna pray our way through the next 3.5 years.
Well, how did you think you was fixing to manage? I don't understand.
Every day it just gets more and more ridiculous. That I mean, like, this can't be life. This can't be.
It's happening.
Real.
It's happening. It's happening.
But shout out to all the white South Africans who are coming here with no problem. All these refugees, welcome.
These are welcome. Welcome.
You brown and black refugees, I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, I don't know what to tell you. But white South Africans, welcome.
I don't know if there's a different. They may have a different processing system over there. Maybe if they just diverted the planes to South Africa and try to funnel back through that way, then everybody could get in.
No, because only white South Africans are coming. No black South Africans.
Yeah, but I mean, let's just like redivert all of our other black and brown brothers and sisters.
I think they're gonna have to redivert go through Ireland or Switzerland, somewhere way up north where they might not get much sun and can lose a little bit of their pigmentation. Maybe
that's how long that takes. You know how long that takes.
I mean, several generations, but I think that's the only way they
go. No. We have to damn near go extinct and come back for shit like that to happen. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
that's how long that. You know how we all started in Africa, aka the Garden of Eden, and then we spread out across the world, and then we changed shades.
Yeah.
That took for forever.
I'm saying, like, my mom is Irish. And she had kids with a fairly dark black man. And look how light we are. So if they just move to Ireland, they might not get to come.
We don't
but their
understand
kids,
that
after,
DNA
a few generations, we could just, that's has to be what they want us to do. Because, if it ain't white, it ain't right.
What'd you say? You're trying to make it a recessive gene? Get the hell out of here. Shit.
I don't know, but Diddy, go.
I don't know why he was trying to repopulate the planet. I'm not sure what he was trying to do. Diddy. Let's see.
Diddy. Yeah, I heard that that day one they were talking about how he made a male escort.
It's on there.
Urinate in Cassie's mouth, and I said, "Oh man."
Well, did she say no? It sounded like it was the escort that was being forced.
I'm pretty sure she wasn't like, yes, please pee in my mouth. I don't.
Some people like that. I don't
think
discount it.
she's one of them. I think
You
she
sure?
was being drugged out and mentally and physically abused by Diddy, and I think she was doing whatever he wanted her to do. Like we see people saying that she didn't say no, she didn't leave, she didn't. But we seen video of what happened when she tried to leave. That man drug her across the floor by her hair. So, like, you know, it's not easy to just leave physically violent
for sure
situations, especially when the man is very powerful and rich, and especially when you know that there was one guy that was rumored to be talking to you, and he blew up his car.
Yo, they did say that people are coming up missing.
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
they said
you can't just leave a powerful man. Like,
it don't matter who you are.
In the manner in which really she did. I mean, you have to have lawyers, and basically you have to be ready to air it all out and let everything be known, in all the good and bad and how bad it makes you look. But that's it being this public is the only way that she could really get away and him not do anything to her. Because now if something were to happen to her, we all know Diddy did it. We all know Diddy
starts as just a little friendly little orgy or something, and it turns into, you know, controlling.
I mean, once he had her on them drugs, it's very easy to control and manipulate a much younger.
Well, he was already in a powerful position. He could have controlled her without the drugs. He could have controlled her with just the money.
And he was, I mean, but drugs, money, and age and life experience. He was a lot older than her.
Oh yeah. Well, and they've been, you know, they said Diddy been diabolical a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not just related to sex, just but in life.
In life,
he's a diabolical
he's known
man.
to be ruthless. So
yeah.
Oh my gosh, I seen a comedian. I hate to even retell the joke because I can't.
You ain't gonna do it justice, but try.
And I can't remember the comedian, and I hate to say it without giving him credit.
Be a joke stealer.
Without giving him credit, but he was talking about, you know, the thing versus pro-life versus pro-choice, and he was saying, you know, it's hard to pick a side because, you know, there was a couple in 1946 that got pregnant. 56, I don't know, it's some date, got pregnant, and they had a child, and or didn't have the choice to get an abortion or whatever, so they had the child, and the child grew up to be you know, one of the best football players of all time, and he gives us all the stats from this football player, how great he is. And then he goes on to say that football player was O.J. Simpson. So it's like, you know, he grew up to be this great person. But then he was like, so I understand both sides. Like, we wouldn't have had this, you know, had they aborted. But if they didn't abort, if they had aborted him, because they were saying, you know, he was saying how he became, you know, Robert was one of his defense attorneys, and then the Kardashians all became millionaire, you know, blah blah blah. And he was saying, like,
a lot of things happened for those two sacrifices.
If they had an abortion, Bruce Jenner might still have his dick.
Oh my God, they really went down this rabbit hole. Like, what if O.J. Simpson?
But it's like,
I
think Diddy is a person where it's like, you know, had he was born and he made all this great music. His musical contribution to the world can't be denied, right? But at the same time, had he not been born,
I mean, when we look back on it, when we look back on it, though, wait, no. When we look back on it, could we do without the D, the I, the G, the D?
But it's not to say that somebody else couldn't have came. That's what I'm saying. You can't deny the musical contribution. It's not to say that some of these people wouldn't have been stars under someone else, you know. but you can't deny his musical contribution. But if he hadn't been aborted, there would be a lot of people who wouldn't be suffering from PTSD and trauma from the abuse that he rendered to them.
Like, hey, that song
again, both sides.
That song, We Ain't Going Nowhere, has a whole new meaning now. Because yes, the hell you are. You know, you gone.
Has been at the forefront of my mind since it started.
Oh, come on.
Is the Keisha Cole, or Last Night is by Diddy featuring Keisha Cole. But he, at the end of the song, he goes off on this tangent. Like, he's trying to call her, like, answer the phone. You better answer this phone before I come by your house and blow that shit up. And your ass better not be there when I get there. Like, and then he started laughing like, ha ha ha, that's how it really go. But, you know, like, trying to make it seem like it's a joke, but at the end, it was like, who was he calling? Because that was a real ass voicemail. He left it and added it to the song.
You, they was clowning in the studio, and it was like, "No, let's use that one. let's use that one."
I was like, "Oh, this thing was for real crazy," and he put it on a song, and we was just like,
"Bro."
He let us know, and we just ignored it.
No, I mean, but that's who we are. We ignore. Come on now.
We were like, oh, this is for entertainment.
Come on, I about to say his uncle in there that slid him ramen. We ignored him for years. Come on now. Come on now. We're gonna have.
But I mean, we knew
all 90s R&B in there,
and we really knew. We let him get away with stealing money from Mace and all these artists. We let him get away with Frame and Shine and sending him to prison and ruining his career as soon as he started out. We let him get away with making them kids walk to Brooklyn for Junior Cheesecake.
hey, for Beyonce.
We let him get away with this shit.
That was for Beyonce now. That was for the Queen Bee now.
Hey, I don't care who it was for. Like,
I bet that cheesecake wasn't even good. I bet you nobody ate it. I bet you by the time they got there, Beyonce was gone.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie about the cheesecake. We did. I don't eat cheesecake, but we did go there for Layla's birthday.
Did you try it?
She got 2 pieces and said it was great.
Oh, you didn't try it though?
I didn't know because I don't like cheesecake.
What
but
if
Layla
it would have been good there? She loved it.
Yeah.
But she loved cheesecake anyway, right? Like,
she likes cheesecake, yeah. So she has the scale in which to judge it on.
To measure that joint.
Yeah. I could be like, it's okay, but I don't know because I don't like cheesecake.
No. I go on a spectrum. I go all the way from the no bake all the way to like
that's what I'm saying.
New
She's
York,
a cheesecake connoisseur, like, so if she gives it the okay, then it's probably pretty good.
That's what I'm saying to you. You. Okay.
My alarm's going off.
Oh, it's time to go, y'all. Let me remind y'all before we get up out of here, though. You know what I got to do. I got to tell you that she got everything already up in there, all up in here, ready to go to conquer this day. Don't let it run you. You run it. And of course, Bri, why do I encourage folks to make it a great day?
These great days don't just happen. You got to make them great.
You got to make them great. And of course, you got to smile. Shoot it across the room. You'll never know what to do to brighten somebody's day. And of course, we'll be back tomorrow morning helping you start your day the right way. You don't want to miss it tomorrow morning, 7:40 a.m. Wake up with Milk and Bri. Until then, I am the Milkman.
And I'm just Bri.
Y'all be amazing. We out of here.